Across much of the world, 2010 has been a bad year for Christians. In Egypt, protests over plans to build a church leave a Christian dead. In Iran, a pastor sentenced to death for converting from Islam to Christianity. And there's more, from Morocco to Afghanistan.
The worst place of all undoubtedly is Iraq, where there was a recent church bombing. But we've also seen church attacks and village attacks in Egypt. We saw the deportation of scores of Christians in the relatively moderate country of Morocco. There's a pastor, a Christian pastor, on death row for apostasy in Iran. And in Pakistan now, for the first time, a Christian woman has been condemned to death for blasphemy.
Pakistan's president says he won't let her be executed, but her case could be tied up in court for years. Nina Shea says the rise of extremism in the Middle East is one of the reasons for the upsurge in violence. Religious freedom expert Leonard Leo says another problem is that governments aren't punishing people for attacking Christians.
If you're not going to enforce the law, people are going to engage in violent behavior.
In many countries, Christians, vastly outnumbered, can't defend themselves from terrorists, militias, or their own neighbors. And many of them have had enough.
Christians are packing up and leaving, and we've seen this in Iraq, where the population has been cut in half since 2003. It's now down to about 500,000 people. We've seen this in Egypt as well. Lebanon is a place that was majority Christian until a couple of decades ago. It's now down to a third of the population. The Christian population in Iran has dwindled down. Throughout the entire region, there's probably no more than 15 million Christians.
Christians aren't the only ones suffering. Religious minorities like Shia Muslims and the Baha'i are also facing persecution. But Christians are one of the largest minorities in the Middle East, and this year, many of them won't be having a Merry Christmas. Richard Green, CNN, London.